sorry we got cut off a little bit because of copyright claims, but we went ahead and got rid of the issues in the background. But we're ready to go ahead and continue on. I think what we want to start off first is just to get a recap of maybe what people might have missed in the last stream. We just want to show the groups that have already been chosen. So Medes and Rey de Reyes is in Group A, and Casa de Bendición is in Group B. These are the only teams that we have picked. It's just an idea of which group they're going to be in and who they potentially might verse. But yeah, I think we can go ahead and continue on. Hopefully without any more disruptions. I know everyone's excited. The stream was so much excitement.
We had too many people that it dropped.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, let's go to the next one. Iglesia Nuevo Amanecer.
Oh, so we have a banger right there. We know that they're going to come in hard, and they're going to come for that trophy. It's going to be an interesting matchup to see where they end up.
Yep, I heard the defense is coming in strong.
Mm-hmm.
So it's another church, that are looking forward for that trophy.
Yep, definitely. So we're going to see where they're going to end up. I hope they're ready. Mix it up a little bit so people don't think we're rigging anything. And they are going to be Group B, letter A. Group B, letter A. So they are on Group B, letter A. Yeah.
Yep. So as you can see, we have Group A, Medes and Rey de Reyes, and Group B, Nuevo Amanecer and Casa de Bendición.
Yep, so we're already getting an idea of who's going to be versing who, but we're going to see. It's filling up real quick.
It's looking good so far.
It's looking good, really good.
Mahanaim.
Oh, everyone knows about them. We know they're going to be coming hard for that trophy. Definitely, they're going to be working hard for that trophy.
Yep, they've been working, they've been practicing so hard, and yep, we have to see how they do, how they perform.
Yep, they're definitely going to be a team to watch out for. But we're going to see what teams are going to be watching out for them. We'll see. And they will be number 2. So they're in Group A, number 2. Group A, number 2. All right, so we already have Group A filling up a little bit.
Yep, we have 3 teams in Group A, and we have 2 teams in Group B.
All right, so we're going to see who's next. I know those churches who haven't even picked yet, they're nervous, they're shaking right now. They don't know where they're going to be yet.
Cristo me refugio.
Oh, so we know this is going to be a sleeper team. They're definitely going to be a team that people might not expect to do well, but they're working hard for it. They're going to be really, really good.
Their offense is looking good, actually. I saw there's a guy that he is really fast, and so you guys have to watch out for him. I'm not going to say any names because I don't want to give other teams advantage.
Oh, yeah,
you know?
you don't want to give any advantages. Yeah,
Yep.
definitely.
So,
but we'll see where they end up. All right, and they are going to be letter C. They're going to be in Group B, letter C. Group B, letter C. All right.
Oh, we have 3 on 3.
3 on 3.
Three on
It's
three.
very even.
Yeah.
It's actually really nice.
Yeah, I like it. This is how I like it. The teams are looking tough. We're going to have some really good matches.
Really
and
good ones.
Let's see the next one.
Yep.
Lluvia de Gracia.
So I know they're going to be ready for that trophy. They're going to be working hard for it, and I know that they're going to bring some game that day.
Lluvia de Gracia has a strong team. I think they are also another church that is first time participating here, so they're coming in strong.
Yeah, definitely. They're going to be a team to beat, definitely for this tournament. Well, let's see. We're going to see where they're going to end up. I know they're probably shivering in their boots. They're going to see where they're going to end up. They are letter E. So Group B, letter E. Group B, letter E.
So it looks like we have one more team to go on that group to fill it in, and we'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see. We have
three more.
Three more to go.
And I think our invited guest, head coach Pablo, he's probably shivering.
He's just waiting.
He's
waiting. I think this might be them.
Oh, let's see.
Iglesia Vida.
They were hoping for it, but this is still a strong team that you have to watch out for. A lot of teams better watch out for them because they're going to be working hard for that.
They've been training hard. Since day one, they went out to the fields to start working out for, the trophy and to do a good performance.
Yep, and we're going to see where they end up. Are they going to fill up the Group B, or are they going to come in on Group A?
We'll see.
Alrighty. Let's see. So far it's been even, and it will stay even. They are number 4. Group A number 4. Group A number 4.
Just look at these groups. Can we have the groups displaying for a little bit? We have Group A, we have Medes, Mahanaim, Vida and Rey de Reyes. And then Group B, we have Nuevo Amanecer, Casa de Bendición, Cristo Mi Refugio, and Lluvias de Gracia. So we have 2 more, 1 on each group.
Yep, and this is going to be exciting because the teams are already looking really great.
Yep.
These are going to be really competitive matches. But let's going to see who ends up where.
Alrighty. And it is Iglesia Mizpa.
We know this team has been working hard. They are definitely going to be a team to beat. I know they've been practicing a lot. And we'll see what they bring on November 25th.
Their quarterback is looking good. They have a really quarterback that plays really good. So we have to watch out for him. The churches have to watch out for the quarterback, and we'll see how they do.
Yeah, we'll see how they do. They're going to be a really strong team.
Is it Group A or B?
Group A or B. Group A or B. Let's see.
You guys tell us what group you want. A or B. Put it in the comments.
Put in the comments. What group do you want?
A or B? A or B?
We'll see. Let's see who guesses it right. This is it. They are number 3.
They are Group A.
Group A number 3. Group A number 3.
So we have completed Group A. We have Medes, Mahanaim, Mizpa, Vida, and Rey de Reyes.
Yep.
And just let's go ahead and get the last one.
Yep.
I'm gonna shuffle it. So.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Shuffle it good so they know.
Yeah.
They don't know where they're gonna end up.
Yep. And the last church is Trono de Gracia.
Yep. And I think by process of elimination, you guys already know they're going to be letter D and Group B. Letter D, Group B.
So there you guys have it. Those are the groups for the Turkey Bowl 2023. You guys are going to play 3 games like we said. We're going to explain you in a little bit how and who you guys are going to be versing. So stay tuned. This moment.
So right now we're going to go ahead and take advantage and go into more of a Q&A, more questions and answers. So if you guys have any questions about the event, for what to expect maybe the day of, or anything pertaining to the drawing itself, please let us know. We won't be answering any questions about the rules. The rules are being distributed to your coaches or your leaders, so they'll be explaining those to you. But for right now, we're going to specifically stay on the topic for the drawing and what to expect.
If you have a question about the rules, go to your team captain or your leader, ask them the questions. We are gonna have, in fact, a meeting a week before the event, and then we'll talk with them. But right now we're gonna go ahead and invite back Pablo for the answering questions.
Yes. So Pablo, thank you. Go ahead and come back in here.
Thank you. How you guys doing?
We're doing
How
good.
you feel about your group?
Well, excited. We're in group.
Hey,
Wow.
you guys gonna be versing Medes.
Medes.
Hey,
You know-
there's 3 other teams that are gonna be in there.
Don't take the underdog, man. The first time we can take that. We can beat Medes. I definitely believe
Hey,
it.
And that's what I like. We want a competition, not just with Medes, but everybody else, all the churches. We hope that everybody plays, make a good performance.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
everyone's gonna do a good
Absolutely.
performance.
So we're gonna go ahead and see
If there's any questions.
any questions that people are making.
Let's see. So we got our first question. This is a funny one, okay? This is from Manahaim Youth.
Ah,
And he's asking, ¿van a haber tamales y chocolate caliente?
So actually, there is gonna be food. In fact, we are gonna be having pupusas. So there is gonna be food, guys. I'm gonna explain very detailed how it's gonna work because unfortunately, we cannot sell food at the park, but we're gonna be selling the pupusas in a house close to the park. We're gonna give you the address the day of the event. We're gonna have it there so you guys can just go ahead and put it on your GPS and it'll guide you there. We're also gonna have directions on the street so it'll be easier for you. It'll be like 3 minutes away from the park. You guys can go grab as many orders as you like and then come back to the park so you guys don't miss much of the event.
yeah, and it definitely will help if you have either people in your church or a friends group that aren't playing. You can always send them, collect all the orders, and they can go get it and then bring it back. So that if your youth wants to stay and keep on playing, they can go ahead and do so without missing anything.
And just to mention, to keep that in mind, that we are only gonna be accepting cash for the pupusas. So no phone payments or anything like that, only
Yeah.
cash.
So no Zelle, Cash App, or anything. So cash only. So please come prepared with your cash.
Definitely. Adding on to that, I would definitely, advise all the teams to bring their own refreshments
Yep.
and snacks.
Yep, that would help a lot.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
So let's see. We still don't have any good questions going on.
If they're still waiting on any more questions or anything like that, we do have our own questions. Maybe like what to expect the day of.
Mhm. Yeah, so if you're playing, if you're a participant and you are gonna be playing, don't forget your cleats, don't forget your gloves, bring in gloves. We don't need a helmet or
Like shoulder pads.
the
or
shoulder
any
pads. We don't
pads
need
or
any of
anything.
that. We're gonna be using flags. It'll be a flag football. So we'll have 3 flags, 2 on the sides and 1 in the back. And
Yeah, pretty
pretty
much. Yeah, just make sure you bring basic things too. Like Pablo was saying, definitely water, refreshment to keep yourself hydrated. You will be playing 3 games and potentially more if you continue on. So just make sure you're prepared for all that.
We have a question from Erwin Bonilla.
Mm.
He's asking, is there free water?
so we will get to you back on that. Maybe,
Yes.
maybe.
We have to see.
We have to see. I don't want to say anything. If Salvador is watching, say yes or no. If Salvador is watching, say yes or no.
Yes, we do not control
Yeah,
that, but we will find out
I
shortly.
think I said something, so I don't know.
He hasn't said anything.
Yeah, so-
go ahead and put in the comments, Salvador. Give us an answer.
Free water.
All right.
What time does it start and end?
Sure.
Christian Cruz.
Yep, everybody has to be there at 8 a.m. in the morning, Saturday, November 25th. 8 in the morning, sharp, on time, at the parking lot. Everybody be there. If you're not there on time, you might miss your first game and
That will stink.
that will affect you.
Yes. I guess just to add on that as well, just to remember to ride there early. We're going to have to set up a few things with your teams, especially for the teams that you'll see shortly who plays first. because you want to make sure that you don't miss out on that first game, especially because just because you miss or you lose a game doesn't mean that you're out for the semifinals, but it definitely hurts your chances if you miss any of the games.
Yep.
We have another great question from Edwin Bonilla. He's asking if the winner will be able to lift the trophy at the Vigilia.
Yes. Yes. They will have the privilege of taking that trophy to the Vigilia and show it off.
Yeah, go ahead and show it
Yep.
off. Hopefully there's a tiempo for that.
Another question by Mr. Cream.
Oh.
What's the prize for winning?
So, so the winner, we have two trophies. We have a trophy for second place and a trophy for first place. If you can see the trophy on the right, that's gonna be the trophy for the winners, and a picture with the trophy.
You get bragging rights as well.
All right, well, it seems there's more questions pouring in.
All right.
Give it a few minutes.
I guess just one other thing I would like to mention for the day of the event. I do want to iterate, and this is out of topic a little bit. When you guys go to the park is Veterans Park, but please be careful with the directions. It has a tendency to lead you to the backside of Veterans Park, and there's no entrance on that backside. So we might be able to maybe on the Seb Youth page, we might be able to post maybe just a basic directions of how to get there itself. But just be careful on that because it can be confusing sometimes, especially if you're coming from the north. Let's just say from Maryland, because it might lead you to that back part, and you have to go around to enter the park itself.
All right, we have another question by Joseph, and this question might be already answered by the captains, but let's ask. It says, how long are each game?
Yes. So the games, each game is gonna last 20 minutes, non-stop in the time. The time as soon as it starts is gonna run to 20 minutes. Each game is gonna be 20 minutes from the group stage to the final. This is gonna be a little off that question, but I have sent out the rules to all the team captains and leaders. So if you haven't received those rules yet, make sure to reach out to them and so they can share them to you. And a lot of information is going to be there as well.
Yeah, and just to bounce off of Kenny for that, the day of, we'll be explaining a couple different things, but we are not going to be going over that full rules the day of, just because it will take too long. And that's why we have given it to your leaders ahead of time. So please review those rules, because definitely during the game, we don't want anybody complaining or unaware saying like, oh, I didn't know or something like that. We will have plenty of rest during the time, and the refs will have the final say. So please, please, please reiterate, please read your rules.
All right, we have a question by Christian Cruz. All right, it's a two-part question, but the first part is, who are the referees?
So we have pretty good amount of refs.
Pretty much we have refs from most of the churches who will be participating. So the refs will essentially, they won't be reffing their own game, if that makes sense.
Their own church or team.
Their own church. So the refs will, if they are reffing and they want to play, they will have their time to play. But don't expect that if you have a ref from your own church, be reffing your own game. We will separate all that and we'll make sure that everyone has at least somebody else from another church reffing their game.
I have a really good question by Josecito. He's asking, are celebrations allowed?
Yes and no. You can celebrate, but keep in mind that the clock is running, so that's gonna take off time of game playing. You can celebrate, but you are gonna be losing time to play.
Yeah, so the time does go by very fast. So I know we all get excited, especially if we score and things like that. But just keep that in mind, especially if you're losing or you're falling behind. You want to run that, and you want to go quick so you can try to get the ball back.
All right, we got another question by Hannah Arita, and she's asking, is that the only games that's going to be played?
So right now we are working on the games. We're gonna show you soon on the screen who are you guys gonna be versing. The 3 games that you guys are gonna be playing. And again, after that, we're gonna go to the knockout sections, which is the semifinals. 4 teams out of 10 are gonna qualify for that, and then after the semifinal is the final. So the 2 finalists are gonna play 5 games. If you don't make it to the semifinals, you're only gonna play 3 games. If you make it to the semifinals, you play 4 games.
Yep. So everybody, no matter what, will at least play 3 games. And it's definitely important to make sure that if you, even like I said before, if you lose one, don't give up. You still have a chance to make it through the semifinals because you just never know how the other teams are doing. So yeah, work hard.
Another question as they come in, we will have another Turkey Bowl next year.
Yes, indeed. But that will depend on how you guys behave. If you guys behave good and cooperate with us, I'm glad and happy to make it happen again. But you guys have to put in your part, you know?
Yep. So make sure you show up too. And also just be respectful for everybody. Not just to the rest, but also the other players, the other teams, because we're not here fighting each other.
Nope.
All right, and it looks like we don't got any more questions that are coming in. So,
alrighty, it looks like we're good. Are we good? All right, so it looks like we're good to go. Thank you so much, Pablo.
thank you for having me again.
Yes,
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so I think now it's what everybody is looking forward
Yep.
to. They want to see the brackets.
They want to see who they're going to be versing. I want to see those.
Yes, let's start off with first.
Yeah, we want to see those matches that are coming in.
All right, so this is round 1. So go ahead, Kenny. You can
So
name them
in
off.
Group A, we are going to have Medes versing Mahanaim and Mispa versing Vida.
Yep, and then for the bracket for Group B, Nuevo Amanecer, versus Casa Bendición, and then Cristo es mi refugio y Trono de Gracia.
So we are going to have 2 games going at once. So the very first 2 games are going to be Medes and Mahanaim and Nuevo Amanecer and Casa de Bendición. Those are going to be the first 4 churches that are going to play. Then it's going to be Mispa and Vida, and then Cristo mi refugio and Trono de Gracia. But be there on time at 8. Even though if you're not starting, be there on time because we are doing a little intro, and you don't want to miss that.
Yep, definitely. You don't want to miss that at all because I know all the teams are going to be excited, especially to even if you guys want to take early pictures before the game starts. That's going to be your best time to do so.
Yep.
I think we're ready to see how round 2 is going to look.
Yep.
All right.
So round 2, we have on Group A, we have Rey de Reyes versus Medes, and then we have Mahanaim versus Vida.
All right, and then Group B, Lluvia de Gracia, and then Nuevo Amanecer, and we have Casa de Bendición, and then Cristo es mi refugio.
Yep. So we we have a really good matches in there.
Yeah, so far so good. We got really good matches actually. I know those teams they're getting excited, they're getting worried. Hey, because if you think about it, it's pretty much not this upcoming Saturday, but the next one coming up, less than 2 weeks.
We're there. We're almost there.
Yep. So I hope you guys have been practicing real hard, and I think we're ready for round 3.
Yep. And round 3 is gonna be in Group A, Vida versus Medes, Mahanaim versus Rey de Reyes.
And then we have Trono de Gracia, and then Nuevo Amanecer, and then Casa de Bendición versus Lluvia de Gracia. So those are definitely going to be some really interesting matchups.
Yep.
Good ones for this upcoming Turkey Bowl. Ready for
the next round?
For the next round?
Next games. So we have Group A, we have Rey de Reyes versus Vida, and we're gonna have Mispa playing Group Church that from Group B, that's Cristo mi refugio playing their 3rd game.
Yep, and then Trono de Gracia versus Lluvia de Gracias. Pretty much that is just so that they can go ahead and everybody has 3 rounds or 3 times that they're going to play. And also just so it's not too confusing as well, these rounds are just so that everybody can play those 3 games. It's not technically knockouts. Knockouts will happen in the semifinals, but you still want to win as many games as possible because that's how you get to the knockout.
And
round.
teams are not gonna be playing back to back. We're gonna leave them to rest a little bit, and then they can play the next game, so they don't get tired, you know.
Yeah, so you will at least have 1 game
Yep.
that somebody else is going to be playing for you to rest.
Mhm.
So at least if the games are 20 minutes, 20-minute rest.
Yep.
So yeah, that's going to be how the brackets are going to be. It looks really good.
Yep. So again, the winners, first place and second place of Group A and Group B, are gonna qualify to semifinals. Semifinals are gonna be first place Group A, second place Group B, and the other semifinal is gonna be first place Group B and second place Group A.
Yep. And so after that, then we'll go to the finals. And I think if we didn't answer this question from earlier, our plan is to end maybe around 2 o'clock for everything.
Yep.
We're gonna hope that everything wraps up around that time. It might go up, might go down a little bit, depending on how quick we can get the games going. But as long as everyone arrives at 8 o'clock, 8 a.m., November 25th, then we can definitely get that time to 2 o'clock. We can achieve that time. Definitely.
So, all right, that was it. So, thank you guys for joining in. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight. And we're sorry for the inconvenience that happened, but those are the groups, the brackets, and
Yep, we're excited for you guys. And then you guys can see on the screen right now, that's everybody who's going to be versing on November 25th. Be there, 8 a.m. If you have any more questions, please reach out to your leaders. They'll be able to reach out to us, and we'll be able to answer any more questions after that.
take a picture or take a screenshot of that on the screen right now. We're also going to be posting that on the section account on IG. Or any more information, stay tuned on IG account. That's where everything is gonna be posted. If you have questions, you can always reach out to me and ask me. I have my Instagram account, Kedin10, and just feel free to contact me if you need to.
Yep, and so yeah, and that is it. My name has been Enrique Portillo. This has been Kenny Sarceño, and we say good night and good evening and good luck to all the teams on November 25th.
See you November 25th.
See you November 25th.
And thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.